Hey guys, Ancap24 here, coming back with another play out of the Broncos Gun Snugs formation series. Today we're looking at play number 10 called Slot Post. I'm going to show you 5 different ways to go ahead and beat all coverages with this play to really be able to take control of your offense here. So, play called number 10.1 on your sheet is going to be a cover 3 killer. So I want to go ahead and just queue up cover 3 so I can show it to you. And it's a real simple adjustment. I want to show you how to beat it and why this play is very consistent and really is a great play to go ahead and just kill your player with cover 3 from a different spot than you normally would do so. So all you're doing is putting the RB on a streak, and then you're going to go ahead and use the X receiver as a player in which you're going to replace the RB block. And what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and motion him to the right and hike it behind the left tackle to be able to get a double team on the left hand side, making the lineman go ahead and shift to the right, making sure there's no A gap, B gap blitzes on this play. So let's go ahead and show it to you here. We're going to move this guy over, hike it right about there, get a double team on the left hand side. You can see how everybody kicks out. You're going to throw this B right there, and you're going to be able to get right down the seam. I'll show it to you one more time, show you a little bit more success. That time I threw it a little bit quicker than I wanted to, due to the fact that the pressure got there a little bit quicker, and the idea is not to have obviously as much pressure with using this X as a blocker, but sometimes the interior gets there and it does end up working that way. So here's the throw again. You're going to throw it right there in the seam. Typically I can get this to go all the way down the field for a touchdown if you make the timing right. It's just, you can see how consistent the guy is going to get open, and I'm going to go ahead and show it to you one more time with the consistency here and be able to show you how to get the ball all the way down the field and then break it down a little bit more for you. So here you go. Here's the throw. I'm going to wait a little bit longer this time and be able to get it right there and get that ball in the end zone. Let me explain why it works, why I drew it up the way I did. It's really a combination of 4 routes. The route right here is a great route by Julio Jones. He's got this seam post route. He's going to be a guy who takes this free safety out of the play. See how he goes ahead and just takes him all the way to the left. This route here is actually a fade route. It's an outside release, and then he gets straight up the field. That's going to get this guy all the way to the right-hand side, opening up this huge pocket right here. You can see this unfold right here from the top. See how these guys go left, that guy goes right. See how that seam route is wide open against cover 3. However, to make it work even better, this route right here, from the wide receiver, basically cuts across the middle, keeping these guys. See how Kuechly has to stop right there and come at him. That goes ahead and frees up a little bit more space for him to throw the ball right where he is, catch the ball. You want to bullet this pass. You want to kind of throw it a little bit more to the inside for the best ability to run after catch. So that is against cover 3. Let's go ahead and show you against all other coverages. It's a real simple read. Cover 3 goes to the RB. Every other coverage goes to the Y. So here's against cover 4. I'm going to go ahead and hike it off this guy's here. You're going to see the Y gets underneath the coverage, and he's going to be able to get about 8 to 10 yards most of the time. It works the same exact way against cover 2. Let's go ahead and show you against cover 2. And you're going to do the same exact thing here. You're going to move this guy here, right there, and you can see it gets underneath the coverage, and you're going to be able to get 8 to 10 yards. Now, the reason why it gets underneath the coverage, and I'll kind of show you from instant replay here, is that, especially on cover 2 and cover 4, the middle linebacker's got the middle spot right about here in a yellow zone. What happens is he has to go backwards, right? When he goes backwards and this guy cuts across, Julio Jones forces him to stay back because he's going right in his zone, and Coleman on his route forces this other guy to still be in his back pedal. Okay, nobody comes after him because they've got threats around him that they can't leave their zone, leaving this nice open spot right there. And if you can catch this, and a lot of times, if you throw it correctly, Coleman will turn into a block on that player, and he kind of turn it up right there and get a lot of yards right in that little seam. As you can see, the blocking opens up. So that's basically how the cover 2 works. Now, you're going to tell me a lot of times people are going to use the middle linebacker, and they're going to kind of jump that. So let's go ahead and simulate that, where we're going to go ahead and show you basically the middle linebacker covering the wide receiver. See what I did there? And a lot of times what they'll do is to put it right here in the middle. It doesn't really matter where it is, right? So that's where your user linebacker is going to jump that route, right? Now, on both coverages, cover 3 and cover 2, I'll make sure that I'm in both those coverages right now. So I'm in, am I in cover 2? Yeah, I'm in cover 2 right now. Okay, so let's go ahead and show you here. Right, so that's the A route behind it on a high-low read is going to be able to get behind there. As soon as that guy jumps that route, you're going to be able to throw it right there. Okay, so that's just one of those routes that you'll be able to see that if the guy jumps it, you're going to be able to fit the ball to the A receiver behind it. Okay, so that is the first setup, guys. Let's go ahead and show you 10.2, which is the second setup. What you're going to do, this is another cover 3 killer. And this one's going to take a little bit more time. I'm not going to sugarcoat it that if you don't have a great offensive line, or if the guy is throwing a little bit more pressure at you than you like, this is probably not the setup for you. But it's definitely a setup that if you're playing a player that stays in cover 3 or stays in a lot of drop coverages and you want to take a shot over the top, this is a great play for that. Okay, so this is the setup. You're going to put the Y on a streak, you're going to put the X on a fade, and you're going to move him over. You're going to put the B on a slant and block your running back, okay? So here it is. Against cover 3, this A receiver is going to be a manipulation route on this free safety. A lot of the times what happens is that if you have enough time, that free safety is going to do a slide step across his body, and he's going to pick up the A receiver rather than the Y receiver, even though the Y receiver's in his zone first. It's really kind of odd. If he doesn't, and he goes ahead and he covers the Y, the A is going to be right open. So I wrote in the play call sheet it's going to be either A or Y because both guys will be open depending on the free safety's movements. So let's go ahead and show it to you and kind of we'll go from there. So here it is. Does need a little bit more time. And if you see it here, there's the time. He goes ahead and you'll be able to hit this guy way down the field. Let me show you an instant replay, kind of a little bit better what I was talking about there. And here it is. So this guy right here, Julio, goes ahead and takes this guy here. Now, by all stretches of imaginations, with the way Madden is programmed, it should take this guy down the field. But however, for some reason, this guy, when you start seeing the free safety do slide step this way, right now he doesn't open his hips. If he's opened up his hips, then he's going to try to take Roddy White. Because he doesn't open up his hips, we know he's going after Julio. I know that's just a small detail. I want to make sure you guys understand. He doesn't open up his hips because right here, if he did, then he would go ahead and he's running with the streak. But he doesn't. He slide steps. When he slide steps, I know I have him. And I'm going to bullet this ball to the inside right there. See how I threw that ball to the inside for the easy touchdown? Okay, so that is just another cover 3 killer. It does take a little bit more time, but I want to make sure that you know that you can kill it with that as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and show you the other setups here. Against all other coverages, what you're going to do is you're going to put the Y again on a streak, X on a fade, move this guy over, put the B on a slant, and put the running back on a block. Let's go again, cover 2 man. All right, so cover 2 man, you're going to have 2 options. The first option, if you get a little bit more pressure, is going to be to throw it to the slant receiver right away. You're going to see that he's going to be able to get this nice easy pocket, and depending on how your player is, Hester's got a nice little acceleration, he's going to be able to get some more yards. Let's go ahead and show you against cover 2 again and show you the second setup. Same exact way, Y on a streak, X on a fade, B on a slant, block your running back. Here it is. The A receiver beats man coverage really easily for about 15 to 20 yards. Go ahead and show it to you here. As he gets that inside release, you're going to throw it right there. That was just a terrible throw by me. I kind of threw it down a little low. You do want to kind of throw it to the inside. I don't know why I threw it low. There was no reason for it. Just kind of slipped out of my hand there. So let's go ahead and show it to you again, show you that it has success. And you're going to be able to hit this A receiver pretty easily on the 15-yard hit right there. And he's able to get some more yards. We end up getting about 22 yards on the play. So that's against man coverage. Let's go ahead and show you that against cover 4, you're really looking at dumping it off to the slant route here. The reason why is this Y and the X go ahead and clear the entire left side of the field. Now, however, the A is a really nice route to manipulate, getting that middle linebacker to stay in the middle and deepen him up, leaving the B for really an easy throw, to be honest with you, right here. And you'll be able to get right there 10 to 15 yards pretty easily on cover 4 because of the way their other routes are set up. Okay, so that's against cover 4. Now, against cover 2, it's the same exact setup. Y on a streak, B on a slant, block your running back, move this guy over. Now, against cover 2, you can work it 2 different ways. The better way to work it is leave this X on his route. This X leaving on his route is going to be able to give you the ability to get a little bit more wide. You can put it on the fade, and it's going to be able to work, but it's going to be a tighter window. But if you leave it on this route right here, you're going to see that you can throw it as soon as it goes behind it and get that catch on the left-hand side. I kind of threw it a little bit too quickly. Let's go ahead and show it to you again. Show you that it does beat cover 2 pretty easily. I got a little bit ahead of myself there. And let's go ahead and see it. And usually I want a little bit better of a little bit more room. The more you are to the right side of the field, the better it's going to be against cover 2, just because you got more room to throw it. So definitely, it's a play that if you're looking that they're running cover 2, I would run it from the a little more to the right side. But at the same time, the guy will be open. You just have to do it timing the right way on this to make it work. But you can see how it works here. Let's go ahead and show it here, because what you're going to see is that Y has got to be a little bit more conscious of the free safety has to be a little more conscious of the Y, and keeps him more to the middle of the field, opening that up. So, you know, if it's in the middle of the field, it will work, but anything more to the right of the hash works a little bit better. So I just want to make sure that you know that against cover 2. And let's move on to this third setup now. The third setup on 10.3 on the call sheet, you're going to go ahead and see this play, and we're going to go ahead and show it. X on a streak, B on a streak, block your running back. Okay, pretty simple. Put the two outside guys on streaks, block your running back. What you're going to see against man coverage, cover 2, and cover 3, you're going to have an easy dump off to your in route, okay, to the Y. However, we're going to have another way we're going to beat cover 3. Another way we're going to beat cover 2 with a streak, and then we're going to go ahead and beat cover 4 with a different route as well. So let's go ahead and show it to you real quick here. So, actually, I'm sorry, guys. I was looking at the wrong setup. This is the right setup. We're going to go ahead and show you. First, let's just show you against man coverage, okay? Man coverage, what you're going to do is you're going to be able to hit this in route, okay? That's the first thing man coverage is going to beat. This Y is just a man coverage killer. Just the way he goes ahead and does this cut and the way the other routes are, you're going to be able to get a lot of yardage. Now, unfortunately, I've got Roddy White in that spot, and if you had somebody different, I'm going to flip it so you can see it's the same exact setup, X on a streak, B on a streak. You're going to see that you're even going to get a little bit more separation with, and the potential for a really big play for man coverage to a better receiver is there. He's going to go ahead and get this cut in. Now he's going to have a little bit more yardage after the catch because he's got a lot more yards and a lot more ability that you can be able to do it that way. But with Roddy White, because he's a little bit slower at 84, it's not going to be a maximum yardage after it, but by the same time, he does work on a lot of the other routes. That's why I keep him there. Okay, so here it is. Let's set up again. So that's against man coverage to start off with. Now the second thing on man coverage is you're going to be able to go ahead and hit this A receiver as well. The X does a really good job of keeping that free safety as far back as possible to while we go ahead, and when he does this in, he basically got cut up there. Let's go ahead and show it to you again. That normally doesn't happen. I had the ability to throw it to him at the end, just because of he getting hit and bumped, it threw him off of his route. But you'll see here against cover 2 man, A goes ahead on the setup and torches man coverage as well from the inside, and you're going to be able to get about 15 to 20 yards rather simply against man coverage against that. That is your #1 receiver, so against a nickel back, you should have the advantage no matter what type of mode you play on. Okay, so here we go. Let's go ahead and show you against now cover 2. Cover 2 is simply going to take advantage of this in route. This Y route is definitely just a, between the A and the Y route on this play, this is why all these plays work, is because of it. Now on cover 2, like I said before, you're going to have a high-low with the YA. The guy has to back up because of the A, so you're throwing it underneath to the Y route, and you're going to get a lot of yardage to that player due to that fact. Okay, so here we go. That's against cover 2. Against cover 3, let's go ahead and show it to you now, and show you cover 3 here. And we're going to be able to do two different things against cover 3. We're going to be able to do the same thing to the Y route. So you can always use the Y route as your first thought right there. He's going to be able to get 5 to 7 yards pretty simply. Or we can go ahead and now hit the A route. Let me show you where we're going to hit the A route though, okay? So you're going to get a little bit more yardage on this to the A going around there. And the key to this here, this takes a little bit more time because of the route here, but you want to hit them to the left of the left hash mark. You want to wait a little bit longer on cover 3. So here we go. We want to get a little bit more protection, and you're going to see here that that guy went ahead and stood up there. But against cover 3, that does work. That guy make a better play than normal there. But let's go ahead and show it against cover 3 again. Put the A on a streak, B on a streak. And you're going to be able to hit this guy. Again, you want to wait. And I did it the first time the right way. But it scared me because the guy stayed with it. But that's basically, let's see here. Let's go ahead and show it. You get cover 3 out there. All right. And you're going to see right there against cover 3, you're going to have that ability to get down the field, and that's the best way cover 3 works. The first time, for some reason, the guy on the left-hand side didn't stay in his zone when he should have, and he went all the way down the field. That is the best way that it's going to work. So let's go ahead and show you cover 4 now. Cover 4 is going to beat it on the same way we did before. With the B and the Y, the B and the X on streak, block running back, you're going to be able to throw it to this Y right underneath really easily again to get the easy yardage. However, on some more deep yardage, because I do like to be able to get down the field a lot, you're going to be able to hit this A receiver as well. And you're going to see that A is a delayed route a little bit, and you're going to see as soon as he crosses that middle linebacker, you want to throw it right in the middle. And the reason why this works against cover 4 is because in a compressed set, you're going to see that because this guy is here, putting him on a streak is going to get the attention of both these guys because he's attacking right here and right here. Both of them are on blues. Same thing here, all right? So these guys are both going to have to get attacked there, leaving this guy right in the seam, and this guy is going to have to cover this guy. So you have to throw this quickly and right there to catch it, okay? So just want to make sure on cover 4 you see that that's going to be open as well. So that's the third setup, guys. Let's go to setup number 4, and let's go ahead and show you exactly how this one's going to work. We're going to put the X on a curl, put the B on a streak, and we're going to block a running back and put this A to the right, okay? So here's the setup. Now, I want to make sure you guys know on this setup, which is 10.4, this is a cover 4 killer, all right? Now, what we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and I want to show you the cover 4 to start off with. And you're going to be able to beat cover 4 with that Y route no matter what. But this A receiver against cover 4 gets wide open. Now here we go. Takes a little bit more time. You're going to see here. And you can be able to throw this over the top for huge yardage. It's going to kill cover 4 over the top. The reason why it does that is we're freezing the left side of the field. All right, you've seen a lot of my videos how to do that. On this side, on cover 4, we're freezing the side with this route. So this guy goes ahead and does an in, right? So these guys right now say, I got no threats to the left side of the field, so we're going to put them on a curl. Curl just goes ahead and sucks these guys up just 1 or 2 more yards. If you see that nobody's in there, this route, which is that unique red route, but we put them from the right side, is now going to slowly go across the middle, and they don't recognize him until about right there. Now, if you see, he recognizes him right there. Look at the throw pattern that we have. I'm starting to throw it. The reason why he recognizes it is because I'm starting to throw it. If you throw this ball with a lob kind of over the top over there, you're going to be able to catch this ball for a lot of yards. Let me go ahead and show it to you one more time for consistency purposes. Move this guy over here like this. And what we're going to do is put the X on a curl, B on a streak. Right? And block your running back. And you're going to see again that get a little bit more time. You're going to throw this touch pass over the top for huge yardage. All right, guys? So that's how it's going to kill cover 4. I love this setup against cover 4. It's going to be one of those that your opponent just kind of scratched their head on, okay? So that's your cover 4 killer. Let's go ahead and show you against the other coverages. It's not going to have just any really huge ability to beat all those other ones, but I definitely want to show you it anyways. So here we go. Same thing. A on a B on a streak, move this guy over. Let's go against cover 3. And you're going to see, here we go. Against cover 3, your player is really going to be this Y right underneath. You're going to be able to, unfortunately that time he kind of jumped it, but the Y underneath against cover 3 is your fail-safe route. You're going to be able to go ahead and let me show you here. Get it most of the time. Cover 3, it's not a great look for, I'll be honest with you. That's why the dump off route is where it is. You do have the ability to beat with this A little bit, but against cover 3, but it's going right into the heart of the play right there to the middle. So the Y usually is your best option here, and you can throw it really early right there. It's kind of just one of those quick throws. You see cover 3 and you're like, all right, I thought it was going to cover 4, but they're showing me a cover 3 look. You really want to throw it quickly because you could get stuck on this play a little bit if you miss that read. You know, that's just kind of one of those deals where right now it's showing cover 3, so I would really be looking at throwing to this Y really, really quickly as soon as it makes its cut right there, and be able to just get your 5 yards and move on. All right. Let's go ahead and show you against cover 2. Now, against cover 2, you have a sneaky option in this B route, okay? And what I mean by that is a lot of times, and it's the same thing with cover 2 where you're going to be able to hit that underneath to the Y, but I'm not going to show that to you. I want to kind of show you how we can sneak this B route in a little bit. So what it is, about a 25-yard throw where you're going to kind of throw it over and kind of bullet it to the middle of the field, because that one free safety on the right-hand side, or that strong safety on the right-hand side, it has to take a little bit of a outside release because of the A route. We kind of squeeze it in that little bit of a spot. So let's go ahead and show it to you here. And I'm showing it right. So that guy actually, that's where it didn't work, is where Kuechly went ahead and didn't bite at all. Let's go ahead and show you. Hopefully he'll bite this time. And this is not a consistent cover 2 beater, but I'm showing it to you this way to show you what you could be looking for, and then I'll show you what the more consistent cover 2. So really your read is, if Kuechly goes backwards, we're throwing it to the Y. If Kuechly doesn't go backwards, we can kind of sneak it into that B route. All right. So he's going backwards a little bit. Oh, I didn't put it on cover 2. Bad. Let's go ahead and show it to you again. I'm sorry. That guy didn't move over. Here's cover 2 right there. Okay. So moving this guy over. And we're putting the B on a streak, X on a slant. You know this setup is definitely a cover 4 killer. That's why I said it. But in case it's not the cover 4, we'll go ahead and do here. So we'll see. We're looking Kuechly. What is he doing? He's backing up. See, right there's the throw that you can be able to squeeze it in if you can. But if you're not looking to make a big play, just go ahead and dump it off to your Y player. It's just a easier dump off pass. It's really, you know, one of those deals where take the yardage when you can. He goes backs up, you just throw it right underneath and get that play, okay? But I just want to show you that one route just in case, especially if on a user defender, you're going to be able to get that in there because they're going to probably play a little bit less deep coverage on a cover 2 look. Let's see, what else did we do? We did cover 3, did cover 2, and we did cover 4. Okay, so let's go over the next one here, guys. This is the last setup. It's 10.5. I know this video has been a little lengthy, but I want to make sure that I hit everything just the way I teach, guys. So what on cover 5 is I changed my setup. I've done a video on this before. On this play, for me, and you want to make sure you get the right setup for yourself, it works for me when I go ahead and I change my setup to the package called Flanker Strong. Let me see here. Flanker Strong, okay? What this does is puts my number 1 receiver on the right-hand side, my number 4 receiver on the inside of him, and it just gives me a little bit better of an option for my team to make this play work, okay? So here it is, slot post, and what I'm going to do is show it to you against cover 4. Put cover 4 because I can change that there. Now, this play here is a cover 3 killer, okay? It's a play that I've shown in a different video of how to make it work, and I want to make sure that you have this in your arsenal again. What you're going to do is you're going to put the X on a slant, the Y on a streak, motion the A receiver to the right, right? And then you're going to put this B receiver on a fade. Okay, this B receiver is the guy you're throwing it to. This guy is going to be wide open if you have the right personnel to do it. Okay, a lot of people in my other videos saying I got it to work, I didn't get to work, I had to change this guy out. It really just depends on the speed of your players. The B and the A should be around 91, 92 speed for it to work, and the B should be your number 1 receiver. Okay, so here it is. You're going to be able to see this here. The B is going to go right there, and he's going to be able to actually. I didn't change the coverage. Let me show it again. You're going to go cover 3, And what you're going to do here is you're going to go ahead and move. Oop, not there. Let me get this right. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just going to throw this ball down here. All right, get down. All right. So let's slow down and get this right. We're going to put the B on a fade. We're going to motion this guy out. We're going to go ahead and put the X on a slant, Y on a streak. X on a slant, Y on a streak. Block your running back. Let's just make sure I've got cover 3 queued up here. That's what I did wrong last time. Okay. So here's cover 3. And the preface of this is that this B receiver should be able to get wide open on the right-hand side. As soon as this guy goes here, this guy is covering him a little bit better than he normally does. But let's go ahead and show it to you again. That time it didn't work as well as I wanted it to. Let's see it work a little bit better here. B on a streak, this here. Cover this guy here on a cover 3 sky. Oh, my bad. I messed that up. Okay, let's try it again. I'm sorry, guys. I need to make sure that this is something that you see correctly. Be here. Let's get this guy on a cover 3 sky. All right. All right, here we go. Let's see this B. I'm not sure why. What a catch. Let's go ahead and see this here. Trying to figure out, and this is what I was having some problems with. Some people were having some problems on the video. I don't know if it's changed since a patch. I don't believe it has. I believe it has worked, and I've seen it work, and I've done it before. But I think it just doesn't work as consistently since the patch. I want to make sure that you see the potential of it if you get it right. So, you know what? I just need to make sure that everybody's settled on the defense before, and they won't react the same way. Now they're settled. Okay, let's go ahead and show it here. It's not that guy is normally wide open over there. Let's go ahead and show it here. So A is going to go on a. Let's cancel this out here. A is going to go motion to the right. B is going to be on the fade. Block your running back. Y on a streak. X on there. Make sure that it's cover 3. Alright. Let me see why it's not working here. It's funny. There it is. That time it worked. There it is, guys. It goes over the top to the side, basically there. So let's try to figure out again. That's the way the potential is drawn up, and I want to show it to you on instant replay so you see it. This guy here goes ahead and he goes, and as soon as he makes this cut in, you see that this guy makes a false step towards him, and we're able to get Julio Jones over the top. Now, obviously, it's not as consistent as I'd like it to be. I had a lot more success pre-patch for it, but I want to make sure that you do see that does still work. Obviously, it took me a few tries to get it, and this is not something that you're going to want to rely on to beat something like that, but it's definitely something that you can take a shot at the right situation on it, and I want to make sure that you see that it does there. I'll try it one more time just to see if we can get it to work again, and I'm not sure why it works and doesn't work sometimes the way it does. There it is again. We're able to go ahead and throw it over the top, and so it does absolutely work, guys. And it's just a matter of making it consistent as it goes. Okay, so let's go ahead and show you the rest of everything around it now that we've seen that play. So let's go ahead and show it here. Move this guy over. Put the B on a fade. Put the Y on a streak. And X on a slant. Okay, so here it is. So against man coverage, you're going to be the X receiver. I'm not going to show it to you because it's going to be obvious that it is. I want to make this video a little bit less long here. Cover 2, it's the same thing. You're going to go right to that slant pattern. It's going to be the same thing right there. Cover 3, you saw the fade. Now cover 4, this is a great play against cover 4, and I want you to know it's going to the A receiver. So this is definitely a great setup again against cover 4. I want to show you it here. The A receiver is because it's a delayed route. It's going to be able to throw it right over the top right there, right in the middle. It's going to be something that, obviously, that it's a great cover 3, cover 4 setup, so you kind of read what it is and go from there. So this is how I would run it, basically, to make sure that it does work the way you want it to. And against cover 4 again, the A is a little bit better of an option, but I wanted to show right there. See how easy that beats cover 4. And the reason why it's a delayed route from the outside, it just gets all the other guys back and it goes in there. So that's basically it, guys. That is your gun snug slot post. Hopefully you have a lot of success. Obviously some of the things I didn't execute as well, but you saw it to work at the end. Just a matter of having it and the consistency of it, guys. Appreciate the follow. Get that play call sheet. You're definitely going to want to see a lot of this stuff to be able to get it. So appreciate it, guys. Have a good one. Thanks.